This is what you asked.
This is what you asked for. This is what you asked for. This is what you asked for.
Wild! Hello, gals, blokes, and all other folks. My name is Mortius, and welcome to the very last video of our VoicePlay week. We've got Heavy is the Crown. Now, for anyone who is in my Patreon or Discord or anything like that, you know that I've absolutely been in love with Arcane Season 2, especially the soundtrack and all of the various edits that have kind of come out of it. And so when I saw that this was what they were planning next, I was massively hyped. I love this song. It's such a good mood. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the... Like, it's so good. And the idea that we're gonna get this from VoicePlay featuring Jaynun, which this is like my favorite set of 5 singers to ever hit VoicePlay. Like, I could not possibly have more hype going into this. And I'm still one of the biggest defenders of their Enemy cover. I know some people love it, some people aren't nearly as much of a fan of it, but I am a massive fan of their Enemy cover, so they just... what could I even say? I am so very excited to check this out. I do want to give a tiniest bit of self-promo and say if you want to see my reaction to Arcane Season 2, you can't see it on YouTube because Netflix decided to give us our first ever copyright strike over on my second channel. But if you do have the ability to support financially, all of the Arcane Season 2 raw footage is still available over on the Open Arms Reactions Patreon, and since it is never going to be making it to YouTube unless we figure out a different way to do it, we did actually drop it down to the lowest possible tier, which I think is only $3. So if you want to throw a little bit of money my way, see me and Casper's reactions to Arcane Season 2, consider going over to patreon.com/openarmsreactions. That's the one for my second channel, and for as low as $3, you can access all of the Arcane videos for our Season 2 reaction, which I think is pretty fun. But that's not what we're here for right now. We are here for VoicePlay's Heavy is the Crown. I'm so excited. So I don't think I have anything else to say about it. If you missed it in the previous videos in VoicePlay week, I am having a merch drop for my birthday month, so follow the link in the description and the pinned comment where you can find limited edition merch that is only going to exist in the month of March, which I am pretty excited for. But other than that, I'm just really excited to get started. So thank you all very much for being here, and let's do Heavy is the Crown. Immediately incredible. The like, whoo, hi, like, this almost feels in a weird way like spiritual successor to some of the like Viking ones, like that. Oh my gosh. They're like, whoo, hi, like, it's, ha!
It's pouring in, you're late on the floor again. One knock at the door and then we both know how the story ends. Can't wait if your white flags out when the war begins.
Aiming so high, but swinging so low.
Trying to catch fire, but feeling so cold.
The way we have a...
One knock at the door and then we both know how the story ends. Can't wait if your white flags out when the war begins.
Aiming so...
The way we have spoken word, high vocals, low vocals, spoken word is wild work. That's genuinely, like, crazy to me. Whoa!
How the story ends. Can't wait if your white flags out when the war begins.
Aiming so high, but swinging so low.
Trying to catch fire, but feeling so cold. Hold it inside and hope it won't show. I'm saying it's not, but inside I know. Today's gonna be the day you notice. Cause I'm tired of explaining what the joke is. This is what you ask for. Heavy is the crown. Fire in the sunrise. Ashes raining down.
I'm gonna lose my mind at this.
Be the day you
Like,
Go hammer swinging so low.
trying to catch fire, but feeling so cold. Hold it inside and hope it won't show. I'm saying it's not, but inside I know. Today's gonna be the day you notice.
and the way, like, today's gonna be the day to know. Like, the way everything brings back to
I'm
so
saying
simple.
it's not, but inside I know. Today's gonna be the day you notice. Cause I'm tired of explaining what the joke is. This is what you ask for. Heavy is the crown. Fire in the sunrise. Ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you ask for. Heavy is the crown.
This is incredible. I feel like my brain wasn't ready for this. I feel like I needed to be in a completely different brain state for this. I've, like, genuinely and unironically, I've maybe, like, for those of you who have been here for VoicePlay Week, yesterday during the Jeff cover, like, I didn't have as much to say as I wanted to, and now, actually, I feel like my analysis brain is not on right now. Which is wild. I'm gonna actually pause the recording. I am going to go, like, get myself, like, a drink. Like, just, like, water or something, to be clear. And, like, try to, like, splash water in my face and refresh my brain. Because this is incredible, and it needs 100% of my brain power. Please stand by. I'm so sorry.
A few moments later.
Okay, I literally went, I splashed water on my face, I got a quick drink, I had some pistachios for brain power. I am here and I want to give this the attention it deserves because this cover is wild so far. My analysis brain is fully on, my ADD is as quelled as it can be. Let's do this.
Hold it inside and hope it won't show. I'm saying it's not, but inside I know. Today's gonna be the day you notice. Cause I'm tired of explaining what the joke is. This is what
And the way that they listen to that, actually, I missed that the first time.
Cause I'm tired of explaining what the joke is.
The way, tired of explaining what the joke is. Tired of explaining what the joke is. So they like, the harmonies travel together and then only do contrary motion at the very end. Like it's the...
Cause I'm tired of explaining what the joke is. This is what you ask for. Heavy is the crown.
And then the way, like, you just saw me ready for it because, like,
this is what you ask.
That feels like it should be like a, this is what you, like a big drop. And we do get a little bit of a build back in, but like,
I'm tired of explaining
it's
what
not
the joke
as much as
is.
it's leading
This is what
to.
you ask for. Heavy is the crown.
It's still
Fire
building that
in the
momentum.
sunrise. Ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you ask for. Heavy is the crown. Turn to run now.
Wild! Hold on, I need all, like, listen to this.
This is what you ask for. Heavy
way-
is the crown.
Everything just like, is so cool.
Fire in the sunrise. Ashes raining down. Try to.
Wow!
Fire in the sunrise. Ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you.
And that little bit like, it keeps bleeding out, which, by the way, he did so well. But then there was like a post-production double of like this, like kind of in the background there, which was sick.
Ask for heavy is the out. This is what you ask for. Heavy is the heavy.
And a little bit more post-production with this like, in the background. That's crazy.
This is what you ask for. Heavy is the heavy
Wow.
is the crown.
And then we get the incredible J Nun riff, the crown, delivered perfectly as only J Nun can, into this full suspension, and then a lane. We get a lane fill with the same vote. So like there's, oh, I'm so glad I took a break and figured out how to turn my analysis brain on. It's wild, the fact that, like, as a content creator, I feel like I have to have different brains for different things that I check out. Maybe that's just compartmentalism. Maybe I should go back to therapy. But it's crazy how, like,
Heavy is the crown. Turn the run.
the, like, hey, brings some consistency from before. So as Lane is using this vocal fill, this thing that he's doing there, which obviously I'm not actually able to replicate, as he's doing that, there is also this vocal consistency in the background. So they're simultaneously creating consistency and also transitioning to something new. It's like in one single chord, Lane and Ellie are telling the audience we're switching it up, but still keeping it the same. Which makes sense because now we get into
Look what it's become.
a new spoken word section, but with completely different backgrounds. So it's like the vocals were telling us that the words were going to be the same as what we had already experienced before. The vocals were like, hey, we're still here, the vocals are the same, but the vocal percussion was telling us that the percussion element was going to change. In one chord, they tell the audience which part of the song is changing and which part of the song is staying the same. That's incredible arranging.
Heavy is the crown. Turn to run, now look what it's become. Outnumber 10-1, back then should've bit your tongue.
And that da-doo, from everyone in the background,
Now
just like,
look what it's become. Outnumber 10-1, back then should've bit your tongue.
Whoa, already on that list. Say you don't want, but you can't resist.
Waving that sword when the
what was
pen.
that, Jeff?
Already on that list. Say you don't want, but you can't resist.
Waving that sword.
He like did this like, doo-doo-doo-doo. Like he did like this crazy little thing that I can barely even parse out from everything else, but Jeff did a really cool little riff there.
When the pen won't miss, watch it all falling apart like this.
Today's gonna be the day you notice. Cause I'm tired of explaining what the joke is. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crown.
That's exactly what I wanted. As soon as I was like, I'm just remember, and I really hope we actually get Ellie doing the full on, like, here's the crowd! Like, there's a crazy shouted part in the original that I can't replicate because I have never been able to do healthy shout vocals. It's like one of the few, like, tenor typical techniques that I'm not really capable of replicating. But like,
Notice, cause I'm tired of explaining what the joke is. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crown.
yes!
Fire in the sunrise. Ashes raining down.
I feel like so often I talk about how powerful and impressive Ellie's rock vocals are without actually saying, just like highlighting how impressive just the very existence of them are. Like, the ability to distort your vocal cords like that and create them. I'm sure, God, I hope Jen covers this soon, because I know she's able to dive a lot more into like the nature of like false vocal cord, real vocal, like all of that stuff. So if you haven't already subscribed to Jennifer Glatzofer, what are you doing? Go subscribe to her. But I really want to hear her thoughts on Ellie's performance here, because just like this is not something I could replicate despite being formerly professional singer, you know?
Fire in the sunrise. Ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out.
Try to hold it in. What note is that? Try to hold it in. I cannot do that even in chest. Forget doing it on a scream vocal. I can't even do that in chest.
Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crown.
I feel like I failed to highlight some of the other cool stuff happening in the background there, but I was just so blown away by Ellie's vocals. Hold on, let me go back and see if there's anything specific. Ooh, yes, there's something really cool in the background. There's is that like, this is what you asked for. Hoo, hoo. Like they do this like crazy like vocalization. Listen to that.
This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crown.
There it is.
Fire in the sunrise. Ashes
You can even see Caesar doing it.
try to hold it
Whoa.
in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crown.
Bringing it back to some simple after such a big heavy bit.
Today's gonna be the day you notice. Cause I'm tired of explaining what the joke is.
This is what
Okay.
Today's gonna be the day you notice.
So that was the same.
Cause I'm tired of explaining what
The little bit of baritone and the cause I'm tired of it. Oh.
joke is.
this is what you asked for.
That, like, the hairs in my ear just vibrated. Hold on. Is this what it's like to be a shark? No one's gonna understand that joke. I cannot believe I even just said that out loud. There is no, if you in the comments understand that bit, then you are either a marine biologist or you were also had a childhood hyperfixation on sharks. Those are the only possible two explanations. I cannot believe I just made that niche of a joke in a video like
Today's gonna
this.
be
Jesus.
the day you notice. Cause I'm tired of explaining what the joke is.
This is what you asked for.
Woo!
This is what you asked for.
And Ellie on this sustained note, this far, while the background do this for. The backgrounds are building up while Ellie sustains, which is sick.
This is what you asked for.
Okay, J-Nub.
This is what
For how long? 2:20 to
This is what you asked for.
full 10 seconds. Ellie does a vocal fold closure yell on the word for 10 full seconds on whatever. What is that note? Is that a D? That can't be a high. Or is that a C? That might be a high C. Oh, I can't totally place it. But that's insane that it's that long and well sustained.
this is what you asked for. Heavy is the crown.
Yes.
Fire in the sun.
Ooh.
Ashes
Okay, when Jeff started, I thought they were going to build one voice at a time, but no, we got Jeff, then everyone else.
Heavy is the crown. Fire in the sunrise. Ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for.
This is what you asked for. This is what you asked for. This is what you asked for.
Wild! That's one of the coolest VoicePlay builds, and VoicePlay builds so well. Like I've mentioned builds on their channel so many times,
Is the crown.
and this was one of the best ones.
Rise, ashes raining down.
My hair, I messed up my hair.
It keeps bleeding out.
Uh-huh.
This is what you asked for.
This is what you asked for. This is what you asked for. This is what you asked for.
Yes!
Here's the crown.
And that's exactly the kind of hit I said they teased earlier with the music. Remember? Earlier I was talking about how, like, it felt like they were building to a really big hit, and then they ended up doing a little bit of suspension, leaving the audience in wait so that they could do it here. This might be a hot take because I know, like, a lot of people really like the cover I'm about to compare it to. But everything I complained about structurally in their Valhalla Calling, this fixes. Like, this is what they were trying to do with Valhalla Calling, done to absolute perfection. This is incredible.
This is what you
Boom! Yes! Ashes raining down. Like, this is crazy. What do you mean? What? That just doom 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 doom. It was so cool from everyone doing it too. Like they all do this. In the background, you've got these people doing like this, da 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 da, while he does this like doom 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 doom, like Ellie. Razor Kraken V3 Hypersense. Link in the description for 5% off all Razor products. Oh my god! And the way they're like, heavy is the crown, like, is wild work. And then that? What is that? My man just went, like, what do you mean? Wild. I am so glad that I took a break to make sure my brain was actually ready for all those complexities, because that was truly and genuinely stunning. I enjoyed that so much. Like I said, I had kind of a controversial take in my Valhalla Calling cover, saying that there were aspects of the structure itself that I felt like were a little underwhelming and I didn't totally agree with. And genuinely, this feels like everything Valhalla Calling was meant to be, done to perfection. Like, this is just beautiful. Well, thank you all very much for being here. If you were here for all 4 episodes of the VoicePlay Jeff week, thank you so much for your support and for everything that you do. Thank you to these patrons for making it possible for me to do things like this. Big shout out to Kaylee for editing all of these videos, and shout out to you for following the link in the description and pinned comment and checking out some of my limited edition birthday merch that is only available during the month of March 2025. Thank you all very much, and as always, gals, blokes, and all other folks, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.